cross over to Tufan Garala, who joins us now. He's a researcher at the TRT World Research Center. Thank you so much for joining me on the program. Now, I just want to add more context into what I was just speaking with Yusuf. If you can, just give us some background information on the conflict between Armenia and Azerbaijan.
The conflict between Armenia and Azerbaijan, like Nagorno Karabakh, started right after the dissolution of the Soviet Union in 1990s, but it was escalated during the beginning of the 1990s when the Armenian forces are severely attacked to Azerbaijani towns and not just secured the Nagorno Karabakh region, but also the 7 adjacent regions around the Nagorno Karabakh, so as we can call it Karabakh Atoll. So this whole conflict is stopped when the ceasefire is signed in Bishkek in 1995. And it was a frozen conflict, as the Westerns say. And it stopped during the early 2000s, where the Azerbaijan is also like economically invested in heavily in its army, and Armenia was also waiting for that. And in 2016, as we saw in April, the 4-day war where over 100 of people got killed, and tensions once again escalated. And again, today, we see that the Armenian forces again shelling the Azerbaijani positions, and in July as well, they attacked through the Tovuz. So Nagorno-Karabakh conflict was one of the biggest internationally recognized conflicts after the Soviet Union's dissolution, and it still goes on after 3 decades, and it still have no peace resolution yet.
Right. You mentioned the 7 towns that were liberated by Azerbaijan within the past 24 hours. How important is that for the people of Azerbaijan and the country itself?
It's hugely important because those towns are not just towns. They are in the no man's land. So because all the people who were living there in early 1990s are either killed or living in Azerbaijan right now. So yesterday we saw in the social media huge celebrations from the Azerbaijani people who were actually living in that town 30 years ago. So they were very happy that they were saying like, my mom's town got back. So actually, it's a huge morale for Azerbaijani people after several years that they are finally getting their towns back, they're liberating their towns. So, but they're hoping for much bigger actions. They are hoping for whole Karabakh region taken back by Azerbaijan as United Nations resolution saying immediate withdrawal of Armenian forces. So Azerbaijani people were waiting that for a long time. So I can say the seven towns that liberated last night was a big, big happiness in Azerbaijan.
Well, the Azerbaijani president said that they are going to retaliate with all their might. What can we expect to happen from this point on in this conflict?
We can expect continuation, if possible, because even at night we saw that Armenians are continuing to shell the small city in the border, Tartar. So Tartar is an important place strategically to go to Agdakat position, which is a very important highway to go through in between Armenia and Occupied-Karabakh lands. So if Azerbaijan army continues, they can go through the whole historic city of Shusha, which is very important for Azerbaijanis. And if they go on, we see the support of Turkey. I mean, last night, Turkish drones that bought by Azerbaijan severely had important diversions in the border. So we can say that Azerbaijani army is attacking in its full power. So if there will be no stop in the table, Azerbaijan army can go on, but we can see the international environment calling for the ceasefire again. So we'll see how it goes.
All right, Tufan Garala, thank you so much for joining us on the program today.